There we are. Okay. Press the wrong button. Okay, you're listening to SwinGamers on radio on 3SSR. We're here for the next 2 hours with you guys, and you're listening to Sean and Ricki.
Howdy.
Now, Ricki.
Yes, mate.
What have we got today?
We've got a few things today. We'll be talking about any events we did on the break. We've got a few events coming up towards the end of semester, so that's pretty exciting. And we've just got a few other bits and pieces we'll probably ramble on about.
We'll get there probably near the end of the show.
Yeah.
So, first up, we had our board games event on the weekend, and that turned out to be a fairly good success, actually.
Yeah, from what I heard, I don't think either of us were there for it.
No, I was camping in Nuji.
Yeah, and I was working, I think. Anyway, but from what I heard, it was a very successful event. Everyone seemed to have a great time. Our resident board game Simon, he said it went really well. So
yeah, so we'll probably have another one next month, and we'll continue that trend.
Awesome.
Because it seems to be something that can pull everyone around. We might be doing one overnight or one that will be extended, so maybe it takes up an entire day, because the one, well, not criticism, but the one comment about the event was that it was too short.
That's constructive criticism right there. That's good constructive criticism.
So we'll plan around that, and hopefully next event that we have with the board games, it'll be a little bit longer, so you can actually get through a Monopoly game.
Yeah,
or
true.
Something similar. So anyway, we couldn't have a show last week.
No, we couldn't.
Nobody could have a show last week because the SSAA didn't get the paperwork or something
of that nature. All it meant was we couldn't get into the studio, and they couldn't get into the studio.
Yes,
no one could
nobody could get into the studio. Nobody could have a show, and yeah,
it was a bit of a shame.
Yeah, I would have really liked to come in, but then again, it was holidays, so could have really used that mid-semester break to do other things like work, play games, maybe some uni work.
I was gonna say, did you do any work?
Uni work, yes, I did.
Oh, good work.
I did do some uni work, but I need to do a whole lot more. My subjects require a large amount of input, and I need to continue that for the rest of the term. Semester.
That seems to be a bit like it's spreading the campus at the moment. There's a sense of like everything's due in the next couple of weeks.
Yeah.
And everyone's rushing around and going crazy.
Well, we've got a month left.
I know, yeah.
We've got a month.
I have this week I've got one more assessment due, which is due tomorrow, and then I've got sort of the rest of the week off, and then next week the next block of assignments start again.
Yeah, so it's the 29th, and yeah, we've got a whole heap of crap that we have to do, like assessments and all that sort of stuff, and it's crammed into the next 4 weeks. So, and then we got exams, and then there's 2 weeks.
For those of us that do exams,
yeah, like me,
I've got one this semester maybe.
Yay, journalism!
Woo!
So anyway, we've got 4 weeks to go. We've got an event, I think, every week. We might be doing events over the holidays, but it really depends on what people want. So if you want to let us know, you can always message us on Twitter or tweet us on Twitter. I don't know. You can't. There's no private messaging on Twitter, so it's all open out in public, isn't it?
It is, yes. That's what I like about it. I love Twitter.
Yeah,
I think it's great.
You see everything. All right, so yeah, you can tweet us at I think it's at SwinGamers.
It is at SwinGamers, or on the Facebook page.
Yeah, Facebook page. So that's facebook.com/SwinGamers. SwinGamers.
Gotta love it.
Speaking of SwinGamers, this show will also be on YouTube.
Yes, it will. As long as my computer holds out. I'm currently streaming it to my computer at home. I've got my capture software running, and hopefully it works. So then I can rush home and edit it, and hopefully have it up. Hopefully by the end of the week.
Well, come on, end of the week.
I've got assignments and stuff to do, man.
Yeah, but you want it up tonight, don't you?
I know, but I've got to write 1,000 words tonight. So after those 1,000 words, then I'll do it.
Yeah, well, there you go. You can do it.
I mean, okay, it's 1,000 words for interactive game studies, so it's not that intensive.
So we'll try and have it up by tomorrow.
Yeah.
That's what you're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Pretty much.
So, yeah, we'll be up on YouTube, and hopefully that works. If it doesn't, well, that's crap, but,
If it does, it will be a regular thing.
Yes, if it does, it will be a regular thing, and we'll probably do it over the holidays or something like that. Yes. I don't know. I think we can have shows in here, but I have a feeling we can't.
That's okay.
Yeah. So, all right, we'll figure something out. Anyway,
yep.
This weekend, what's happening?
This weekend, it is May the 4th. That's right. Worldwide Star Wars Day. Gotta love it. And we're having a May the 4th event with, obviously, Star Wars games.
Really?
Yes.
Never would have guessed.
I know. We're tricky like that.
I thought we were doing like a Harry Potter day.
We could do that too.
No, maybe later. But no, we are doing a Star Wars event for International Star Wars Day. We'll have a few consoles out. We're hoping to get some people to bring down the laptops and get some Battlefront 2 happening. Otherwise, I'm sure we can find a couple of PS2s lying around and
I'm sure
hook them
people
up.
will have it.
Hook them up with Ethernet cables. So that's
Be all fancy and whatnot.
yeah, exactly. Well, I like Star Wars games. Well, some of them are really good. Like, what would you? Okay, so there's Pod Racer. That's kind of obvious.
Yeah, that game is fun as hell.
But on like the 64, they had Shadow of the Empire.
Oh, I love that game.
Which was all right.
Hands down my favourite Star Wars game even to this day.
They had Rogue Leader, Rogue Squadron.
Yes.
Well, Rogue Leader, I think it was.
Rogue
No, it was Rogue Squadron. And then number 2 on the GameCube was Rogue Leader, Rogue Squadron 2.
That's just confusing.
It should be Rogue Squadron 2, Rogue Leader.
Yeah, that would make a lot more sense.
And then Rogue Squadron 3, Rebel Strike.
Just get your shit together, Nintendo.
Yeah, so... It's not Nintendo, it's LucasArts did those games.
I guess
Nintendo
so, but Nintendo had to sign off on the name.
Yeah, they just put their stamp of approval on it.
Pretty much.
Yeah, that sounds good. Yeah, whatever.
I'm sure Disney will get around to buying Nintendo eventually.
Really?
Oh, probably.
But I saw this article, which was like an Onion article, and it was saying Sony buying out Microsoft. Well, not Microsoft, but buying out the Xbox of Microsoft, and so like that's an excuse to put Blu-ray in everything.
Yeah.
And make it all Sony-fied and all that sort of stuff.
Because Xbox are working on getting a disc driveless Xbox One to eliminate the Blu-ray, because every time they use it...
They pay Sony.
They pay Sony. So they don't like that.
No, they want to go discless.
Sure.
They want to go discless.
Yes.
Yeah, got it. But because HD DVD didn't work for them.
No, it did not at all.
No, that kind of failed. I really want to get a copy of King Kong on HD DVD and on Blu-ray, because it was one of the only films on both.
Yeah, but it's King Kong and it wasn't that good of a movie.
Yeah, so what? Like,
it was pretty shit.
Look, I get it. It's King Kong, but Jack Black made it okay. And just put them together and just see the difference. I think the difference would have been you could put more space on the Blu-ray. Look, I don't know. I just pretend I know nothing. Just pretend I know nothing and I'm just squabbling on, which I am.
We will.
But anyway, yeah, we've got that Star Wars event happening on Sunday. So that's this Sunday, and the events are up on Facebook. I'll be sending it in and posting it on the My SSAA website, and it should be up on our website tonight.
Awesome.
And
looking
that's
forward to that.
swinggamers.org, because SwinGamers.
Yeah, more SwinGamers. SwinGamers everywhere.
SwinGamers.
Okay, so that's that one done.
Speaking of SwinGamers everywhere, we're in talks with the marketing department of Swinburne, because they want us involved with Open Day. So they want us to pretty much host like a gamers arcade for them.
Okay, cool.
So we're currently in the works for that and looking at rooms and all this sort of stuff, and it could be really big for the club, and also for people, not the new inductees for Swinburne next year, because we kind of want people at Swinburne. Like, as much as people hang shit on the uni, you want people to be here, because it'd be pretty sucky if it was just a desolate uni.
Yeah, that would suck. Like Latrobe.
Yeah, Latrobe's pretty.
I've been there a few times, and even like during the day, it's pretty dead. There's not much going on there.
What is up with Latrobe?
I don't know.
Like, do they even?
It's out in Bundoora. Who cares?
Yeah, I think that's why.
That's pretty much it. Yeah,
that's probably why.
Yeah.
So anyway, we've got a couple of other events in the works which could be happening. So we've got a Wii and DS event because of the network, the Nintendo network shutting down. That's happening possibly on the 17th, which is in about a fortnight or so.
Yep.
So more details will come up around that time. We are I think we're taking a break next week, or we might be doing something next week. Not sure, still iffy on that. We've got Donkey Kong event coming up, which will be on a Thursday night, so keep your eyes peeled on the Facebook page. And we've got a couple of other things planned for next semester.
Yes, we do.
Now, Ricky.
Yes,
PAX
Sean.
East.
Oh, PAX East.
Please give us the lowdown on what's been happening at PAX East and what we could expect for PAX when it comes back down under for 2014.
Oh, that cosplay. I'll tell you what. Fantastic. It's not just that, obviously. There is, every big name in the video game industry is at PAX, and I was. It happened a couple of weekends ago now while we were on break, and I just went crazy on the YouTubes and looked at pretty much every video I could about it, and it looked fantastic. And these events, they don't really break the news, so that's what E3 really is for. And I think towards the end of the semester, I think our last radio show for this semester will probably be a pre-E3 show, so we'll be doing our predictions, our wants, what we expect from the show. But PAX it's more about the fun side of things, and everyone's there showing off their newest game or what have you. But yeah, it's not really a news-breaking event. It's just a really, really fun-looking event, and it's got me salivating. I'm really, really looking forward to going to PAX Australia. If they can pull off something to the scale of PAX East or PAX Prime, then it's going to be amazing. And it's all of Jeff Shed, isn't it?
Yes. Yes, it is.
The majority of it, yeah.
It will be, yes.
Yeah, so that's what, maybe 100,000 people they're talking about.
Yeah, they're talking.
They're wanting 100,000 there. So that would be a crazy, I reckon. So it'd be good for the Aussie gaming industry. It might legitimise the gaming industry a little bit down here, which would be good. We may be the butt of the jokes for the rest of the world, but...
Of course we are.
Yeah.
Because we're at the butt of the world.
We are the butt of the world, and we're all censored, and this is the nanny country, and all that fun stuff. But no, it's from what I saw from PAX East, PAX Australia could be a very, very awesome event. And yeah, I'm very looking forward to it. And we had a little bit of a breakthrough yesterday with PAX.
Yes. Well,
it's not a breakthrough.
That's pretty much just for us. But yeah, the stall is definitely on its way, and we're working on exactly what we should do. If you guys have any ideas of what we could do, you can always send it in to us, and we'll try and have a look and see what it is and what it'd be worth. But anyway, speaking of Australian games, there's an indie game which made by Australians here in Australia. I know a couple of people who, at least one of the people who worked on it, and it's called Hazumino. Have you heard of it?
No, I have not. It doesn't sound Australian at all.
No, it is. So it's a game that combines relentless, endless runner with tricky block puzzle gameplay, and it's currently on iTunes and Google Play. So I don't know. I'm literally going to go and download it right now because I haven't had a chance this morning. But I know one of the guys who worked on it, and I know his skills, and he's awesome at what he does. So I really want to see and support this game, because I don't know, it sounds cool. So that's Hazumino. Yeah, Hazumino.
How do you spell that?
Hazumino.
There you go, folks.
And there's a light version as well, but you know what? I'm gonna get the full paid version.
Because, good man.
Yeah, I'm that guy.
Good work. Proud of you.
Yeah. All right. So I'm gonna play this today, and I'll comment about it. But yeah, hop on it, Hazumino. We'll share a link to it and share a link to its Facebook page on our Facebook page shortly. Other than that, do you want to go to a song?
Yeah, we'll do that.
All right, we'll go to a song. So you're listening to SwinGamers on radio on 3SSR. And we're back. You're listening to SwinGamers on radio on 3SSR, and I got distracted.
A little bit, yeah. Were you playing your game?
Yeah. I was playing Hazumino. I played the tutorial. Wow, it looks cool. It's like you guys are running along, and you got to jump and avoid all that sort of stuff, but then you got Tetris blocks, and you've effectively got to just push the Tetris blocks along to make the path to walk along. Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Check it out, guys.
Yeah,
I might download it myself.
Excuse me while I play this.
That's fine. Get on it.
All right, so you take over just for a second. What are you going to talk about?
We were bagging on Disney before, but something that happened in the news about 3 weeks ago. They bought a massive YouTube partner company called Maker Studios. And I guess the reason this is relevant to our show is because I think 5 of their top 10 most subscribed to and viewed channels are all gaming channels. The top one being PewDiePie. If you're a fan of him, whatever. Sean's shaking his head.
Nope.
No, not either.
Not a fan.
But the fact that the guy has millions and millions of subscribers and about 1 billion views, obviously Disney is sort of standing up and taking notice of YouTube content.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh, what's happened?
I accidentally swiped a block, hit him in the face, and he just blew up. Oh, that's good. Oh, that's good.
Fair enough. Yeah. So anyway, it's good. It's pretty crazy to see a company like Disney actually standing up and taking notice of YouTube content and content creators in general. That it's becoming a legitimate form of media. Really, it's sort of. I feel it's like the next gaming. Sort of in the way that gaming was always sort of disregarded as a source of media, and now it's being taken seriously. And now YouTube content, primarily about gaming, especially because that's one of the highest sort of uploaded number of videos is about gaming these days. So to have a big company like Disney actually sort of stand up and go, hey, these guys are creating content that is attracting millions and millions of people to watch. And they said this, they bought out Maker Studios. So the other one on there was a few bigger channels on there, but the one I was scrolling down through Maker Studios, the website the other day, and I saw that at the very bottom, one of their videos, or one of the channels that Maker Studios is partnered with is Dino Yacht Club. Sean, have you experienced Dino Yacht Club before?
What? No.
Okay.
Dino Yacht Club.
Dino Yacht Club.
So wait, it's either you make yachts out of dinosaurs or you make yachts for dinosaurs.
No. Dino Yacht Club. It's a YouTube video, like a YouTube channel, and they're dinosaurs that are in a yacht club, but they're also fighter pilots hired by Ronald Reagan to kill terrorists.
What is this? What?
Pay attention. Listen.
I tried, but I
know
getting
that
distracted.
was quite confusing. But I was scrolling down through Maker Studios and all the YouTube channels they partner, and yeah, PewDiePie right at the top there. And then there was probably I think it was PewDiePie and then 4 channels that all do just Minecraft videos. And they all had, about 1 billion views a pop and about 1 million bloody subscribers plus, hundreds of millions of subscribers actually. Yeah, so that was a pretty cool little news story that I saw. What are you up to?
You're having trouble, aren't you? No, it's all right. I'm answering.
I'm fine.
I'm answering letters. Yeah,
okay.
I'm answering fan mail.
Fan mail.
Yeah, for the club. The club is totally. Hey, we're a charity. We're a charity case. Donate to charity.
Yeah,
tax deductible.
Yeah, donate to us. We need money. We're poor. We're students. That's what happens.
It's not our money. It doesn't go to us. It goes to the club.
I know, but
no embezzlement.
Okay, fine.
No, none.
Can't embezzle charities. It's
no. Bad. Yeah, very bad. Much bad. Wow. All right.
Oh, actually, you just reminded me of something else that I saw.
Oh, gee. What?
Okay. There was a NASCAR that didn't have a sponsor, and Talladega is coming up. And for those of you who will probably only know that from
they put Doge on it, didn't they?
Yes, they put Dogecoin. Dogecoin is sponsoring this NASCAR.
Oh dear God! It's like the Bitcoin Doge version.
Yeah, exactly. But this car didn't have a sponsor in it, and Talladega is one of the biggest races, and everyone knows Talladega Nights, the Ballad of Ricky Bobby. But someone got on there and actually sponsored the car, and got enough money and actually managed to sponsor it with Dogecoin. So there's a big Doge head on the bonnet, and then Dogecoin and that down the side. And probably the funniest thing is the Doge head is on the back of the car as well, with the words "Wow, such lose" written next to it. So if anyone behind the car is looking at a big Doge head,
good,
staring right at them, which I thought was, once again, that is hilarious. And I might chuck the link to the article up on our Facebook page, and you have a look at the car, because the car, it looks a mixture between ridiculous and fantastic.
So it's a Doge car.
Dogecoin car.
All right, I'm gonna Google this crap.
You get on there, you chuck it up on our Facebook page. It looks fantastic.
All right, Jesus. Wait, that's Doge in a car. No, is that it?
Yes, that's it.
That's it.
Yeah.
What the fuck? Why would they even?
Well, the car didn't have the sponsor, and then the internet just sort of reared its ugly head and said, "Look what we're going to do," and they did, and this is what you have.
Really, I really want that review.
Yeah.
What? Why? But why?
Because I think it was like Reddit or Tumblr or something like that, and they got everyone. I think it was Reddit, and they got everyone like revved up and got people donating money to do it, and they have. It was like 50 grand to sponsor the car. And they raised the money in like no time at all for Dogecoin to be on it. And the car is going to be at Talladega. I'm actually considering watching...
purely for this car.
Purely just to see the Dogecoin car rolling around. I hope it wins.
Has it ever occurred to you that maybe the driver's just completely shit?
That's probably the reason it doesn't have a sponsor, but I don't care. I think it's fantastic. It's sort of cool that it is at Talladega because you go back and Talladega Nights, you had the big, was it mountain lion or cougar on the front of Ricky Bobby's car? And now it's a big, you got Doge staring at you from the bonnet.
Oh, why?
Oh, I love it. It's fantastic.
All right. We'll put that up on the page so people can have a look at it.
Excellent. Check that out, please.
Yeah, we will do that. Now, GTA 5.
Yeah, okay. So during the break, I was mucking about on EB Games.
Because you muck around a lot of things.
Yeah, no,
whatever.
I don't do anyway. Anyway, so I was on EB Games looking at upcoming games, ones that I wanted, and I was scrolling through, and you get to that section where there's like games that are announced but have no release date yet. So like Halo was in there, and there was a few other games. And
because EB Games is so reliable, what else did you see?
I saw a PC version of GTA 5, but EB Games isn't the first one to do it. Amazon UK, about 3 or 4 months ago, did the exact same thing. A copy of it as a pre-order popped up on Amazon UK, and as what happened with the EB Games one, it got taken down. And went back like 2 days later, and it was gone. So I don't know if I dreamed it or whether it was real. I'm pretty sure it was real because I bookmarked it and then went back and the URL didn't exist. So I'm pretty sure they took it down. But yeah, it's not the first time that's happened. But I'm just wondering if like it's got to happen eventually. I want it to happen.
Yeah. Well, I reckon.
Just think of the mods.
Well, I reckon that GTA 5 is like definitely one of those games that got people to play their consoles.
Yes.
And PC Master Race couldn't do shit about it.
Yes, it was great.
So, I don't know, like, yeah, it should be on PC sort of thing, but also, like, being a console person myself, it's kind of nice to see that...
It's ours.
Yeah,
pretty
much.
It is nice, but, you know. And speaking of the mod side of things, someone's actually managed to already mod GTA 5 on their Xbox. It means they can't go online on their Xbox anymore, so it's just in the career mode. But, or, you know, in the main story. But they managed to mod it, so they got a UFO.
Yeah.
They can now spawn many cats, because that's exactly what you want from a game.
So it's raining cats and dogs.
Pretty much, yeah. I saw like the UFO footage, and there was like they were driving down the strip next to the beach, and there was like cats everywhere, and then massive wild boars everywhere. Yeah, so...
I'm surprised, like, out of all of this, I know one of the mods for Skyrim, for example, was literally so you could kill kids.
Really?
That was the mod, just so you can kill children. Because you can't kill children in Skyrim.
I would hope not.
You can't. You attack them, they're invincible, and then everyone comes after you.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Same shit with the chicken, except chickens die.
Yeah.
And have you noticed, like, there's a pram and all that in GTA, but there's no kids?
No, there's not. Well, why would you put kids in a game like GTA when you know the sort of six?
No, but that means
sons of bitches?
That means that there's no one under the age of 18, 21, effectively, yeah?
Yeah.
Don't you think the population's going to die off?
Are you really getting into a population debate about a video game?
Yes.
Okay.
But
the children are inside, safe from Franklin and whoever else. Trevor. Especially Trevor.
Mainly Trevor.
Mainly Trevor. Run from Trevor. He's a scary man. But no, I mean, that makes sense because it's... I mean, okay, what's Skyrim rated on the rating system? It's, what, M? Or PG or something?
What is?
What Skyrim is?
MA.
MA. Is it MA?
Yeah.
Okay.
Skyrim's definitely MA.
Okay.
Why?
I was saying, because GTA is an R-rated game, I don't think putting kids in an R-rated game where you can pick up hookers and...
Yeah, that's right. It's 18 and over, so you can't have anyone under 18 in the game.
Yeah, so, whereas, like, I guess...
I don't think it works that way, but all right.
I'm not saying it does work, though. I'm just saying, like, having kids in that game would have caused a fair bit of an uproar, because I don't think I've ever seen a kid in any GTA game, and I've played nearly all of them, except for the first one.
There's no kids.
PlayStation.
There's no kids, because think about it. Then if you go around just targeting children,
Yeah, that would be a horrible place to... That would be a horrible universe to live in.
But it would be an interesting game mode. What? I'm thinking from a gameplay perspective. You got to actually find... It's like finding people with red t-shirts.
Yeah. You're a horrible person.
How?
Because you just said you wanted to hunt down kids as a game mode.
No, but I'm not saying kids as in kids. I'm saying kids as in
Well, there's the son and the daughter, but they're both late teens.
Yeah, they're late teens. So
that's about the only thing.
They don't count as kids. But no,
that kid was 16.
No, but I'm putting them into a category. Children are a category, just as men are a category or women, gender sort of thing.
Okay.
And then age could be a category. You go around killing all the old men.
There's no old people in GTA either.
Yes, there are.
Is there?
Yeah. There's always the old guys and they're trundling along and they're just minding their own business.
Sort of, but you're not kicking anyone over in a walking frame.
Wait.
Not that old.
I think there are walking frames. I'm not sure.
Not that I've seen.
I have a feeling that there are. I'm pretty sure I saw someone walking in a walking frame.
I'm going to try and find that then.
Somewhere. I think near the strippers, but I'm not sure.
Because for the most part, all I do is mow down yuppies.
Why?
Because that's the general, the majority of the population in GTA 5 are all just middle-aged yuppies.
Well, there you go. That's a category.
Exactly. And I love mowing them down because they're pretentious assholes.
Yeah, so why can't kids be a category then?
Because I don't want to mow down kids. I want to,
Yeah, you may not want to, but other people might. This isn't all just about you, Ricky.
I know, I'm just saying, yeah, anyway.
What? You know I've got a point.
You have a point, but it's a sick, twisted, disgusting point.
But it makes sense. And that's all that matters.
Yeah.
All right.
I think that the dude said it best in The Big Lebowski. You're not wrong, you're just an asshole.
How am I an asshole?
Because you want people to mow down kids.
I don't want people to. I'm just saying, why not give them the option? What? We're protecting the kids, not the kids in the game.
I know.
Come on. Pedantics. All right. So, what would...
we're going to a song.
Yeah, I think we'll go to a song. We might go to two, actually, because I'm hungry. I want to go get something to eat.
You're going to duck out and get a feed, aren't you?
I might duck out for a second and get something.
I'll hold the fort.
Yeah. All right. So, we'll be back after this little bit. You're listening to SwinGamers on radio on 3SSR. We'll be back right after this. Yes, you are. You're listening to 3SSR. You're listening to SwinGamers on radio with Sean and Ricky. Segue.
He said it all, really.
Absolutely. So, I got a roll. I got a nice roll. So I'm happy. I'm content. All right.
It's good to hear.
So, what are we up to? We usually for our shows we usually have a list of things that we want to talk about, and I think we've pretty much gone through most of them already. So
we've gone through a fair chunk. We've sort of got on a bit of a roll this morning and got through it all pretty quickly.
Yep.
That's all right. I'm sure we'll start talking about something and just rattle on for about half an hour. That's what we usually do.
That's what we usually do. We'll find something. All right.
Yeah.
So, here we go. This might be the point, though.
Oh, yeah, this might be it.
What's a big franchise that you've never played?
Yeah.
So a game it's had multiple games spawned from in the name. For example, you could never have played a Halo game.
Yes.
Or something like that. What franchise have you never played?
For me, probably the biggest, most glaring one that I've never touched would be Zelda. Never.
What?
Never touched a Zelda game.
And why is that?
It never appealed to me when I was younger. Back then, I was just I want Pokemon and I want Mario. That was Nintendo for me. It was Pokemon and Mario, whereas other people, for them, it's Zelda. But that I never got around to playing it. Once I sort of missed the Ocarina of Time and that on the 64, moved on to the Xbox, then I didn't really have an outlet for it. Didn't have a GameCube. I only got a Wii a couple of years ago, so I sort of missed the boat on the whole Zelda craze. I've never really got around to it. But what I do have is the original Legend of Zelda from the NES downloaded onto my 3DS. And one of these days, I will get around to playing it.
One day.
One day. When I have spare time and no assignments, I will get around to playing Legend of Zelda on my 3DS. But it's just something that I've never touched, and I never had really any interest in it until maybe about a year ago, I started actually looking into the games and that. And I'm just like, okay, this seems like something I would actually want to play. But yeah, until then, no interest in it at all. Didn't find it as compelling as Pokemon, which probably says a lot about me. Love my Pokemans. But no, never got into Zelda, so that's probably the biggest one. There's a few other ones, like I've never played any of the Fallout games.
Why not?
Probably once again, no interest in... Oh, actually, no, sorry. I'll take that back. I played about 15 minutes of Fallout New Vegas, put the controller down, never touched it again.
That's weird. Why?
I don't know.
Wasn't for you?
Yeah, it seemed a bit slow. Like, I got through like the whole, like the initial bullshit, got out of the vault, got out into the world, and I don't know, it was asking me to go find a plant. And I'm just like, really? No thanks. So that was it. But yeah, I mean, that's probably the biggest one for me would be definitely Zelda. Never touched the game, so I really want to rectify that eventually.
Well, perhaps we should have a Legend of Zelda event, and then you'd be able to play Zelda.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thinking. No, yeah.
I think the closest I've come is I've played Link in, like, Smash Bros. That's about it.
You haven't played Zelda?
No, I haven't played Zelda in Smash Bros. She seems pretty useless, but Link I've played as.
Zelda's not useless. She's actually pretty
I'm sure
good.
she is. Once again, I'm shit at Smash Bros.
Ha.
I just mash buttons and sometimes win and sometimes lose. Depends on what I'm playing, really.
Sorry, I'm still eating. I'm so hungry. I don't know. I played a little bit of Zelda. I've played the Zelda games. I think I've finished Ocarina of Time. That's about it. I have a feeling.
That seems to be the one everyone goes to. Is like that is the Zelda game that you want to play.
I think because it's arguably the most popular.
That seems to be like the general consensus among people that have played the Zelda games. That Ocarina of Time is the most well put together and.
Except for Water Temple.
Okay.
Fuck that shit.
So I have no idea what that means yet. Hopefully, eventually I will know what that means.
So, the Water Temple, you've effectively got to change the level of the water, as well as changing from normal boots to heavy boots. So that way you can like walk on the sea floor, and every time you want to change boots, you have to press start and go to your inventory and change your boots that way. Whereas on the 3DS version, you just touch it on the gamepad. No, on the touchscreen.
Yes.
So it makes it a hell of a lot easier than pressing start and changing your boots. Because if you change it wrong, like if you change the wrong one, then you're screwed. You have to start again.
Right.
It's not fun.
Sounds like those really annoying puzzles at the end of Assassin's Creed 2.
They were annoying.
Yes, they were.
Which one?
Oh, just the ones where you're jumping through, like when you're looking for I can't remember now. It was that long ago I played the bloody game. One of like the last puzzles, you're like underneath the Vatican or something or some bullshit like that. It was just the mechanics of the game. Really, like you'd be jumping from like platform to platform. You have to hit everyone perfectly to get to like where you were supposed to go next. And if say like the camera angle wasn't exactly right, and the way you jump like and jump into a wall and then like bounce off it, and you wouldn't get to the next platform. And you have to go all the way back to the start and then go from the first platform and then go from there again. And that just shat me to tears. So many times I just sort of went, nah, fuck it. Put the controller down, walked away for an hour, came back with fresh eyes, and then I'd normally get it like first go.
Well, I've done that with games as well. Like there was a game called Dark Chronicle, which is one of my favorite games, and I got up to like, okay, it has 8 dungeons in the game, but effectively if you pass the 7th one, you've beaten the game. The 8th one is like an extra one.
Yep.
And I got up to the 2nd one, and my character was shit. Like I didn't really upgrade the weapons. I didn't really grind that much. I was dying left, right, center. I left the game, came back a year and a half later, and I just went through the game in 80 hours.
All right, fair enough.
So
actually, that sounds like me with Assassin's Creed 3. I didn't realise that last time I put Assassin's Creed 3 down, it was like over a year ago. Because I played like through the first chunk of the game in the couple of weeks after it came out. And then I put it down because Halo 4 came out, and then I got Far Cry 3 and got absolutely immersed into that. And then I saw Assassin's Creed 4 was coming out, and I was like, okay. I did the exact same thing with Assassin's Creed Revelations too. Played through the majority of that, saw AC3 was coming out, and thought, okay, I've got to finish that before I start AC3. So I go back and I'm like, okay, finish off AC3, then I can go get AC4. I didn't realise that when I stopped playing, I was on the last mission. Like the last checkpoint of the last mission, and I just hadn't finished it. And a year later, I picked it up and finished it, and I got 5 minutes of gameplay, and that was it. It was over.
Similar thing happened for me with Uncharted.
Yeah.
Like, I played Uncharted, but the thing is, I played it... My save file was before they introduced trophies to it. So I'd finished the game, and then every time I look at it, it's like, I've got no trophies for it. Hang on a second, I've beaten the game, I'm pretty sure. And then I go into my save... It's like, oh, I have a save file. Go into it, and it's literally the final checkpoint just before you kill the final boss. And it's like, hang on a second. I've beaten this game. Why don't I have it? And yeah, I've had to start from the start again. And I've just been doing that to finish the game to get the trophies. So I've played through it once and it was good, but I want to play through it again, get the trophies, and then play through number 2 and then through number 3, which I have. Yeah. But I haven't really been able to get around to it.
No, fair enough.
But
Yeah,
I'm having a look at the games that I haven't played or whatever. Hang on a second.
Anyway, after all that, I still haven't got AC4, so I really got to get around to buying that game and playing it because it looks fantastic.
All right. Army of Two. I haven't played that franchise.
Yep.
I own 2 of the games. I haven't played that. What else is there? I'm having a look at my collection a little bit. I haven't really... Oh, I've nearly finished the first Saints Row, so that way I can get to number 2 and number 3.
And number 4.
Yeah, number 4. Like, but number 1 is so crap. It's so crap.
Just skip to number 3.
No, I don't want to skip. I can't skip.
Just skip it.
I can't skip.
Skip to number 3 is awesome.
I know, but I can't skip.
Number 4 is just an extension of that particular. Like, really.
I have to go through games chronologically. Like, that's why I haven't touched Mass Effect 3. I've got Mass Effect 3. I don't have Mass Effect 2, but I haven't touched number 3 because I'm going through number 1. And since I haven't touched number 1, really, I haven't played it. But yeah, I've nearly finished number 1. It's just that you have to do the side missions in order to unlock the main story missions. And I hate it.
I hate that too. Like, give me a good story. I'll do the side missions if I can give a crap, but otherwise, no, I'm not going to do it. That was probably actually, going back to it, probably my biggest gripe with Assassin's Creed 3. The side missions were pointless. You gained nothing from doing them at all. Whereas, like, Assassin's Creed 2 for me was probably the best because it was a game that I wanted to complete 100%. Revelations, I maybe got 80% of the way through with the side missions. They weren't too bad. Wasn't a big fan of the whole, like, defending your base or defending your Assassin's Keep or whatever it was.
Yeah.
Didn't really care for that all that much. And then Assassin's Creed 3, I reckon I did no side missions at all. Like, the hunting side of things didn't really appeal to me. Like, I had that in Far Cry 3, and it was so much better. And yeah, just the whole thing. Like, I finished the game on 17%.
Yeah, I think Assassin's Creed 3, I'm like 12% synchronization, and I've just started to become Connor.
Wow.
Like,
how many side missions have you done?
None. Hang on, I'll bring it up. I'll bring it up in a second. But yeah, I haven't played Resident Evil, except for number 5. I've played a little bit.
Yeah, the worst one.
Yeah, I played a little bit of number 5.
Yeah, I've played the first mission of number 5 and put it down.
I've got 1, 4, 5, and 6,
okay.
And I've just played a little bit of 5, and that's it. So I haven't really played that. I haven't played any of the Prince of Persia games.
Not even the original Prince of Persia.
No.
I used to play that back when I was like 6 years old. I thought it was fantastic.
Like, I got Sands of Time, Two Thrones, Warrior Within.
Yeah.
I haven't played a single one.
Oh man, no! Get back to the.
I haven't played Ty the Tasmanian Tiger yet, and
I'm sorry. What?
And I have both of them.
What is it?
Ty the Tasmanian Tiger.
Never heard of it.
It's an Australian game.
I gathered it was, yeah.
Like platforming, you gotta throw boomerangs and shit.
Of course you do, because it wouldn't be Australian if it wasn't slightly racist.
How's it racist?
It's an It's a Tasmanian tiger throwing a boomerang.
Yeah.
That's just okay.
How's that racist?
It's not racist. Stereotypical
Yeah, much better.
is what I was trying to get to. Yeah.
I haven't played the Jikyo Powerful Pro Yaku series. Your face is like
neither have I. Neither have I. I'll get around to it one day.
I've only got 4, 5, and 6. I don't have 1, 2, 3. I can't find them. They're like Japanese sport games. I'm pretty sure it's baseball, but I don't know because.
Wait, I've seen gameplay of that. It looks god awful. The game looks broken.
Yeah, hang on. I really need to have a look at this. Okay, so it is Jikyo. Jikyo is Jikyo, but it's got a language symbol on top of the O. Powerful.
I'm sure Google will know.
Pro. Hang on. Yaku. Okay, I can't spell. Sorry, not spell. It's in front of me, but I can't pronounce Japanese as much as. Oh, here we are. So the Powerful Pro series. We'll just go to the wiki page. That might be easier. All right, is a traditionally Japan-only baseball series created by Konami. It is known for its big-headed characters and addictive arcade-style gameplay. And I've got 4, 5, and 6. So the game also... Okay, so it started out on the Super Famicom. It's been the Sega Saturn, the PlayStation, the 64, the PlayStation 2, the Dreamcast, GameCube, PS3, as well as the PSP and the Wii.
So they don't like Microsoft.
That's a
Is that what
series.
you're saying?
Here we are. So there's powerful... Okay, so there's 94, and then it goes straight to 3. There's no 2.
Oh, you'll never play the games then, will you?
Hang on. Wait, no, games in the series. Oh dear, what? Okay, so there's 2. So they've got 94, so like 1994. Then they've got 2, 3, 97 Spring, 4, 5, 6, 7 Pro, PS2 one, 8, something else, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. What the... PS2 Wii.
Good luck
15.
with that.
Wow. I got 4, 5, and 6. I know that. I got 4, 5, and 6. And they're the 3 on the 64. So I've got the only ones on the 64. Yes! Yeah. But
Just play them.
I'll play them and I'll get back to you.
Okay.
What else haven't I really played?
That wasn't the game I was thinking of either. The game I saw was like Major League Baseball video game, if that exists, but the Japanese version, and it was broken beyond belief. It didn't work at all. It was horrible.
It might not be that one.
No, it wasn't. It was a PC game.
I haven't really played the Jack and Daxter series.
Oh yeah.
Or Sly Cooper.
There's a movie coming out of him.
Yeah, well, there's a movie
Whatever
coming
reason.
out of him.
Coming out of him, or featuring him.
Just a movie coming out. It's early.
It is.
But yeah, I haven't played I haven't played Sly Cooper that much. I played the demo for Sly Cooper 3 at the menu screen for Ratchet and Clank 3.
Yep.
Because you can unlock it. But I haven't played the games. And I haven't played Jack and Daxter, really. Like, I think I played the first Jack and Daxter for about 20 minutes. I haven't really gotten into it. And I've got 2, 3, and Jack X.
Yep.
But I haven't played them at all. Do you know Jack X?
No.
It's like the racing one.
Oh, no, yeah.
Yeah, Jack X. The
Yep.
one that nobody cares about.
So it's like Banjo-Kazooie Nuts and Bolts, which was the most retarded game I've ever seen in my life.
Really?
Well,
you
one
haven't
of them.
seen that many games.
I'm just saying, like, it for being a Banjo-Kazooie game, and I say that very, very lightly, that just sort of came out of left field and shocked a lot of people. Just like, what am I playing?
A physics engine starring Banjo-Kazooie.
Yeah, basically. Like, god damn it.
I haven't played Pippa Funnel 3, the Golden Stir Up Challenge.
Yeah. Nah, me either.
It's also known as Horses. You know that game?
I don't know horses.
You know, with the Z? It's on like the PS2 and all that. Where they've got like the cats and the dogs and the hamsters and horses. They've got that whole like franchise. You're shaking your head. You should know this.
Should I really?
This is like bargain bin absolute crap games.
Oh, my forte.
Like,
No, I don't. Oh, just chuck up a wiki of it, and I'll have a look and see if it rings any bells.
All right. Well, I'll search horses, and yeah, that's what it looks like for the DS. Like that sort of.
Oh, that shit.
Yeah, that shit. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
On the.
I saw that stupid pet game for the fucking. What was it? On the Kinect.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've got it on the PS2.
Like Nintendogs, but with horses.
Yeah.
Horses.
Yeah. Hang on a second. I'll just search for horses on PS2. Because
Is this spelled with a Z?
yes, it's spelled with a Z.
Horses.
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 Love to watch horses.
But yeah, it's. No, you can't really find it now. But yeah, the actual name of it is Pippa Funnel 3, the Golden Stir Up Challenge.
Or horses.
Yeah.
That seems weird.
I haven't played the Second Man series.
Oh, yeah.
Or Shadow Man, sorry. Shadow Man.
Yes.
So the first one was on PS1 and 64, and then there was the Second Coming, which was on PS2. Haven't played them, but I've got them. Haven't played them.
Okay.
Uh,
Play these games.
I haven't really played Time Splitters.
Oh, okay. Fair
Have you
enough.
played Time Splitters?
I don't think so, no.
It's like there's 1 and 2 and Future Perfect. I think that's it. But yeah, I haven't really played them. Which, I don't know, sucks, I guess, to an extent. Oh, Jesus Christ. I got a lot of games, so...
I can see that. I've been to your house. I've seen the...
I haven't played Darksiders.
Okay.
1 or 2. Like, I've got them both. Haven't played them.
You got all these games, you just don't play them.
Yeah.
You'll get to it eventually.
Shit happens. I haven't... Okay, I sort of played the Hitman Blood Money, but I haven't...
Oh, man, that was
I haven't really...
fantastic game.
I haven't really played the other ones. Like,
Yeah.
I find it better just to watch other people play.
Mm.
It's one of those games where it's like, I'd rather see someone set the trap and all that sort of stuff.
What was like Absolution?
Yes.
Yeah, I played a bit of that. Not too bad. Preferred Blood Money.
I think everyone preferred Blood Money.
Oh, there was not a bad thing I could say about that game. I loved it. I played it. Just that's the one thing I love about the Hitman games is their level of replayability. If you really get into it, I think that's what Absolution tried to be because I played a fair bit of it and it gave you a lot more creative freedom to come up with all these crazy traps or ways of hitting your target. But I felt that it left you a little bit spoiled for choice. Like it didn't sort of guide you enough. You were sort of left going, "Oh shit, what do I do?" So
you poison the food and make sure that somebody eats it.
yeah, like with Hitman Blood Money, there was maybe 3 sort of defined ways you could go about each kill. Whereas in Absolution, it was a little bit more ambiguous, and you had to sort of really explore the environment, which isn't a bad thing. Going around and trying to come up with all these really creative ways, but I felt if people weren't used to the Hitman series, probably not the best game to jump in on.
No.
Go back and play Blood Money, then go play Absolution.
Another series that I haven't really played is the Paper Mario series.
Yeah, I haven't really touched that much either. It felt like it was too kiddie.
Yeah, well, apparently it's not.
Okay.
It's like RPG elements and that sort of stuff.
It just like the visuals of it seemed a lot more. I don't know.
You could say the same thing about Conker's Bad Fur Day, though.
I know you could say the same thing about Conker's Bad Fur Day, but like you took Paper Mario because he looks a lot smaller and cuter and I don't know.
Made of paper.
Made of paper, yeah. I don't know. It just looked like it was a game for like kids around 10 years old, but I, can't judge everything by its cover. I
guess not.
No. Conker's Bad Fur Day being a pretty good example of that. Oh, what a fantastic game.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm just looking at games that I own. And at the moment, we're looking at about 500 games that I haven't really touched out of 1,100.
God damn.
That's including my Steam games, though. My Steam library just throws that right out.
Yeah.
Like Steam library, that's 235 games that I haven't touched.
No one touches their Steam games.
Yeah, you just buy them
People
because they're like $2.
Oh, it's on sale. I'm going to have that. Never touch it.
No.
Okay.
Like
Even I've got that.
like I've never played games like Rares.
Yeah.
I've never played games like Ace of Spades.
Mm.
I haven't played Awesome Noughts. I haven't really played like Beyond Divinity or like the Divinity games. I haven't played Darwinia. I've got Dear Esther and I really want to play that, but I just haven't had the time. I played a bit of DC Universe Online.
How was it?
It was alright. I played 13 and a half hours.
I'm pretty sure I have it, just because it was free at the time.
Yeah.
But I think it's some of like Lord of the Rings Online, and
I really like Lord of the Rings Online, but nobody plays it.
I'll play it with you.
Yeah, you'll play it with me.
Yeah, I'll play it with you.
Yeah.
Play together.
Yeah, I'm usually just a human. No, yeah, I'm just a human, usually.
Oh, there's no fun in that.
Human ranger. And I just fuck everything up from a distance. I set a trap, and then I stand back, and then I use a crippling shot so they're slow towards me. Then they hit the trap and they're stuck there. Then another crippling shot, and if they get out of if they're still alive and getting out of the trap, then they're even slower towards me. Yeah.
I might play on your side then.
Yeah. Play on my side. Hang on a sec. I was gonna look at Assassin's Creed 3, wasn't I? Yeah. Because I've got it on the Wii U.
Oh yeah.
I got it on the Wii U. I don't have it on the Xbox or the PC or anything like that. I've got it on the Wii U. And with the Wii U version, you've got like all your items and all that sort of stuff on the gamepad. Wake up, come on. All right, on the gamepad. And so you can theoretically move everything down. So it looks really pretty on the TV. And then just all the clunky shit is just down at your fingertips effectively.
That would be nice.
All right, so I've got 12% synchronization for 4 hours. So how long is the game meant to go for?
I probably got, I don't know, 12 hours just smashing the campaign. Like doing absolutely no side missions at all. Maybe 12 hours if I was lucky.
All right, well,
I'm sure there's hours and hours and hours of stuff you can do outside of that.
In like a lot of RPGs. Anyway, so
yeah.
Apparently the main story, 14 and a half hours.
Okay.
If you do the main story and extras, about 29 and a half hours. And if you're a completionist, 50 and a half hours. So the average is 24 hours. Huh. Somebody did a speed run and got 12 hours. No, fastest. Okay, so the average was 11 hours, 57 minutes. The fastest was 10 hours, 14 minutes.
Damn, that's quick. Because there's a lot of bullshit in that game.
The slowest
was standing around talking to people.
The slowest was 15 hours, 44 minutes.
Yeah.
But the main story, the average, for just the main story is, 15 hours.
Yeah.
So on the Wii U, it usually takes 18 hours. It takes longer on the Wii U. Huh. That's funny. Like, you I don't know why, but stop yawning. What is wrong with you?
I'm sorry, I'm tired. Is that okay?
No.
Can I not be tired?
Yes.
That's not fair.
What? All right. So yeah, that'll take a while. Okay. So yeah, I made a how long to beat profile, and I put up a couple of games, and theoretically you put up like your game, and you can find out how long it will take you to beat. And it's not too bad. Hang on a second. I'll see if I can find my profile without having to log in, because I can't be bothered logging in right now. Okay. That's because I spelled it wrong. Yay.
Good work.
No results. Sorry, mate. All right. Let's try the users list. All right. But anyway, yeah. Assassin's Creed 3, I haven't beaten. Haven't beaten that.
Okay, so I won't spoil the ending for you.
Yeah, don't spoil the ending.
No.
But I know that Assassin's Creed 4 is related. Like, I'm not retarded.
Well, they're all tied in some way or another.
Some way or another.
Yeah, but Assassin's Creed for me at least wasn't, or number 3 wasn't as satisfying as I would have liked. I found Revelations and number 2 a lot more satisfying with the endings.
Yeah, I like number 2.
Number 2 stands out as like the one of the series. It just got everything right. The side missions were fun. The whole game, like the gameplay mechanics, probably at its best. at that point. I don't see why they needed to improve upon it all that much, and they tried to fiddle with it, and I really didn't like Assassin's Creed 3's mechanics at all.
Yeah.
I felt like they messed with it too much, and I found myself sort of jumping off trees and stuff a lot more than I usually would have been in the other games, on climbing on buildings and that. A bit silly.
All right, so I've had a look at the games that I put down. It took me 5 hours to beat Dante's Inferno. 4 hours to beat Fast and Furious Showdown. Yeah. Have you played that game?
I have not played a
Oh, it's
Fast
so
and Furious.
shit. Oh, it's so shit. It's like so shit. Vin
I can imagine it would be
Vin
shit.
Diesel wasn't even a part of it. He was like, "Nah, fuck this. This game is crap." And he did the Wheelman.
Yeah.
But then again, Vin Diesel, I have respect for him because he's actually made a video game studio.
Yeah.
So Escape from Butcher Bay, Dark Athena were both made by his company, as well as Wheelman. But apparently Wheelman is really crap.
Escape from Butcher Bay was actually a very good game. I really enjoyed playing it.
Haven't played it.
Okay, play it.
Yeah, I haven't played that. I haven't played Dark Athena, and I haven't played the Wheelman.
Okay. Well, I haven't played either of those two, but I definitely have played Escape from Butcher Bay, and I thoroughly enjoyed it, and actually got pretty good praise, surprising, from the critics. Because a lot of them were just like, oh, it's a Vin Diesel game about a B-movie slasher flick. Well,
Slasher?
it's based around the events of Pitch Black, which was the first Riddick movie.
That wasn't really much of a slasher, though.
It was sort of intended to be. Like, it was supposed to be like some B movie that was on, straight to bloody DVD or something. And the idea of having a serial killer as the main character was supposed to be a slasher, and it turned into a horror.
But the serial killer saving everyone.
Yeah, which was nice. Good on you. Good on you, Riddick.
Yay. All right. You know what? We're going to go to a quick break.
Yeah, why
Because
not?
we've got like 45 minutes to go.
That's
And
fine.
we're struggle town at the moment.
We're all a bit tired from
I think
assessments.
I'm
and
still in
stuff.
holiday mode.
I'm not. I mean, when I get in assessment mode, I just ignore the fact that my body needs sleep as much as I can. At this stage, I think I've been up for about 36 hours straight. Just knocking stuff over, not actually knocking stuff over, getting stuff done.
And I threw it on the ground.
Walk around the house like, fuck that shit, just chucking everything. No.
You want to throw down?
No, yeah. If I get into assessment mode, I just don't sleep. I'm just up, doing stuff, getting it all finished, so I don't have to worry about it anymore. And then when it's all done, I just go to bed and sleep for like the next 48 hours, which is fantastic. That's my weekend.
Yay.
Oh no, I'm going to Groove in the Moo. Damn it.
Yeah.
No sleep for me.
Suck it. All right.
Yay.
So yeah, we'll go to a quick song and
Yes,
we'll be
we
back. So you're listening to Swing Gamers on radio on 3SSR. We're talking shit. And we're back. You're listening to Swing Games on radio on 3SSR with Sean and Ricki.
Indeed.
And now we've been covering a couple of things. I'd like to cover one small thing before we get to the business end of the semester.
Okay.
And that is, what games have you finished recently?
What games have I finished recently?
Yes.
Started a few. Haven't really got around to finishing many lately, actually.
Well, what have you played then?
Well, you can't really finish Battlefield multiplayer. Doesn't work like that. I have got to say, the last game that I actually finished, and I don't even know if you can count as it finished anymore because episode 2 is out, season 2 is out, was The Walking Dead. Season 1.
Yep.
That's probably the last game I actually sat down and went, okay, I want to get this from A to B. And I did. So everything else I've been playing has either been stuff I've already finished, like GTA Online, which, once again, you can't really finish. Battlefield, and then a bevy of mobile games.
Okay.
I really haven't sat down. Like, there's nothing. I obviously want to get on to season 2, but there's only like 2 or 3 episodes that have been released for season 2 of The Walking Dead. So I'll be getting onto that ASAP. But most of the stuff I'm playing at this point in time is mostly online multiplayer stuff.
Okay.
Still haven't got around to buying Stick of Truth because I'm short on cash as usual. But I did work last weekend, so I might be getting a bit of cash this week, so I may be able to go and get it at some point. But once again, I have assessments as well, which is just chewing into all my game time. So hopefully over the holidays, gonna smash out a few games and get them finished. That should be my aim for the holidays.
So that's the holidays.
Get that massive pile of Xbox games that are just sitting there that I haven't finished yet and knock them over.
Yeah, because I've got a pile of games that I haven't finished yet.
Mm.
But I've been slowly and surely getting through them. So the recent game I've finished is 007 Legends.
How'd that go?
Well, I've got it on the Wii U, and it wasn't released in Australia on the Wii U. But you know what?
Okay.
I wouldn't have picked it on any other console, or even PC.
Alright.
I reckon it's a Wii U game.
Well, it sort of has to be, because that's where it all started, on Nintendo. I know they've done it on other platforms and that, but it just, for me, James Bond, any game has always felt like a Nintendo product.
After GoldenEye.
Yeah, pretty much. But even like, I've got the updated version of GoldenEye on the Wii.
GoldenEye Reloaded?
No, it was just GoldenEye.
Oh, it's just
GoldenEye.
GoldenEye. Yeah.
On the Wii. And I don't want to be too harsh, but it felt like it didn't deserve to be on anything but the Wii. Like,
And then they released GoldenEye Reloaded. Have you played that?
I haven't played GoldenEye Reloaded. Is that any different? How is it different?
It's effectively the same game, except they released it on PS3 and Xbox 360.
Okay, because like playing the Wii version, I did get like just a regular Wii controller, so I felt like because the nunchuck and the joystick don't really work that well for shooters.
Yeah.
So I played on that, and it was fine, but it just the mechanics were a tad clunky. It wasn't that smooth. It didn't look that great either. It just didn't feel like it belonged on a 360 or a PS3. It felt like it belonged on the Xbox and the PS2.
Yeah.
And that's where. And so if you're going to release a game when that generation is long gone, it belongs on the Wii. And that's where it was, and that's what I played it on, and it was fine for the Wii, but I wouldn't have gone anywhere near Xbox 360 or PS3 with that game. But have you played the Reloaded version?
Yes, I've played through it and finished it.
How was it?
It was alright.
Do you sort of get where I'm coming from?
Yeah. But I say 007 Legends would have worked really well on the Wii U because you could actually have inventory on the gamepad. So I'm trying to find an image of it now. But yeah, you could have like your 3 weapons, like your pistol and your 2 main weapons. You can have your darts. You can have your tools, like your gadgets. They're all on the gamepad, as well as like the mini-map. And that just made life so much easier.
Yeah, that would be pretty. I'd be down for that. How was the game though? Like, I'm assuming this one like revisits pretty much the entire James Bond.
Yeah, it revisits 5 of the games. Well, 6 of them.
Yeah.
So hang on a second. It revisits Moonraker, Goldfinger, On Her Majesty's Secret Service, Die Another Day, and License to Kill.
Okay.
And it also has the Skyfall. It has a couple of Skyfall levels as well, which it was DLC for the 360 version. But on the Wii U, it was already on the disc.
Oh, okay.
Because it came out about a month later.
Yep.
Oh. I didn't mind the game.
Yep.
Like, they put Daniel Craig in all of them, which was funny.
Which is what they did for the
GoldenEye Reloaded.
GoldenEye, yeah.
Yeah.
The updated version was Daniel Craig. And that sort of took me out of the game too. I mean, you don't see his face all that much, but it was still just like, it's Pierce Brosnan's role. It's, even though it was his extremely polygoned head in the original GoldenEye, it was still Pierce Brosnan's extremely polygoned head.
Yeah.
So that was a bit weird, but whatever.
But like, I'm trying to get a screenshot or two for you to have a look at.
Yeah.
Which isn't like fuzzy and crap. There we are. So that's how it looked. So
it doesn't look like overly bad.
No, it actually looked really good, and it looked like that on the Wii U as well.
Well, the Wii U started the game, they're now HDMI, so they've finally caught up with the rest of the world.
Yeah. And one thing, like, you could use the watch, and what it was like a like infrared sort of thing. So you could overheat cameras with it. And another thing you could do was you could piss off people with it. So you could shine it at the back of someone's head, and they'll be like, "Hey, what's that burning? Where's that coming from?" And
That's pretty cool. I like that.
And you've got the dart. You got this dart. So you know the pen,
Yes,
which you shoot the darts out of. Yeah. So it's got three different darts. So it's got the sleeping dart. So the tranquilizer.
Yes.
So you shoot that, hits them, they fall asleep instantly, and that works for anyone, even like your big armor guys as well. One tranquilizer dart and they're gone. The next one is like it gives an electronic pulse, so it's noticeable. So you can't sneak around with it, but you can take out an enemy with it. You alright?
I'm just trying to stay awake. I'm a bit tired. Okay.
Yeah, and
Leave me alone.
And the other one, the third one, is a distraction dart. So it makes like a you shoot it. It doesn't make a noise, but it makes off like a little like a glint, like a mirror or something like that wherever you shoot it. So you use that to draw, one guard away from his post.
Yep.
And then you tranquilize him around the corner, and you take him down, and you can take him down that way. Another option is you do it like right in the middle of all the guards, like doing their patrols and standing there. They all see it, they all come to the one area, and then you just do an electroshock dart on one of them, and it just shocks them all.
Nice.
And then it's funny because when you shock them, they'll fall on the ground, but they'll still twitch for a bit. So I'm pretty sure that wasn't a bug. I'm pretty sure that was meant to happen.
If it was meant to happen, that's the most fortunate bug ever.
Yeah. And
Pretty funny.
It only took about 7.5 hours to finish, although I probably could have done it a little bit quicker because I had to repeat the, I think it's Die Another Day was the one where they snowboard.
Yes, it was.
Yeah. So
That was back on the that was on the 64, yeah?
Die Another Day.
Yeah.
No, it was GameCube, PS2, Xbox.
Oh, that's right.
It was Pierce Brosnan.
Yeah, no, but was there a second one released on the 64 for any James Bond franchise? I swear to God there was. There was a second one.
I think there was.
I just can't remember what it was called, but I remember playing. I swear to God I played it. I just can't remember what the hell it was called.
All right, and what happened?
Oh, it just wasn't as good. I mean, it was all right, but it wasn't GoldenEye.
Go on, keep talking.
Have you found it?
I'm looking. Looking.
Okay.
James Bond in video games.
There you go. It just didn't.
GoldenEye. There was James Bond 007. Tomorrow Never Dies. It could have been that. That was Electronic Arts.
Yeah, that was a 64 one. That was the second one. I remember like one of the multiplayer levels was an absolute mind trip though, because it was
in a town.
No, it was in like a hedge maze.
Okay.
And you just because every hedge was the same skin, so you would be like walking around a corner, but you couldn't tell if you turned the corner and you could go somewhere, or you're still looking at a wall. It was a real head trip to like play the multiplayer on that, and there was like another version where everything turned Technicolor. So the hedge maze was just all really weird, like tie-dye, friggin' crazy acid trip looking colours, which was even worse.
Have you heard about the pen and paper, pen ink game mode for GoldenEye? Just think like most of the lines. Think the whole thing is like that Take On Me film clip.
Wait, yeah.
Where it's all like paper and ink, and sometimes you can't see the ink because it's just textures. It's not actual blocks.
Yeah, was that a cheat?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, and
because I remember like going through and unlocking every single cheat for GoldenEye and then like turning them all on at once, which was ridiculous.
Yeah,
people had massive heads and they didn't die, and it was craziness. But my two favourites were obviously invisibility in every gun on and infinite ammo.
Yeah, well, I like bottomless clip.
Yeah,
well, Halo had bottomless clip, which means that you didn't have to reload.
Yeah. But you could run out of ammo, couldn't you?
Nope.
Oh, you could.
It's bottomless.
Oh, yeah. No, fair enough.
It has no bottom to the clip.
But I remember putting DK mode on and shooting their massive heads.
Headshot. Boom, headshot.
I would love to see like another game do that now.
Big head mode.
Yeah,
big head mode was like the love child of that generation.
It was fantastic. I
Like
loved it.
64 games. If they wanted to have something funny, it would be big head mode.
Yeah, and we all appreciated it because that was like the best thing about getting you and three of your mates getting around. It's like, okay, DK mode is on. That means pretty much guaranteed headshots, and just go nuts. Especially the Aztec level is probably my favourite.
Yeah.
For multiplayer, that or the I don't know what it was called, but just the standard one that everyone played, like in the facility.
Library facility.
Library. It was library.
With the gap in the middle.
Yeah, and then the like the doors that slid up and down. Yeah, that one.
Pretty sure that was the library.
That was probably the one that we played the most. Me and my friends, we smashed that one on multiplayer. Or me and my brother. Anyway. Yeah. But that one and then the Aztec one when you're in the big temple, and you got like the multi-levels. That one was great fun too, and especially on big head mode.
Yeah, because you could see like this head walk along the wall.
Bobbing along, and he's like, "Oh, that one, bang!"
Yeah, you just have to watch. You're pretty much just looking for heads. Yeah, effectively.
And if you want a true carnage, it was 4 people in the library mode. You all went to like the central sort of room area. Rockets on.
Yeah,
just hectic.
Loved it. Then you had the rule where nobody could go odd job.
Yeah, true.
Because if you had to aim for him.
Yeah.
Like if you weren't a distance away, so that kind of like detracted from the whole thing. Like somebody goes an odd job, all I have to do is just sneak in right next to you, and you're screwed.
Yeah. No, I always went as Alec 006. He was my favourite.
Alec Trevelyan.
Yeah. I do want to say the last name because I normally get it wrong.
Yeah.
But I usually went as him because someone else would just pick James. I want to get James Bond.
I was usually first player, so I just pressed A. I got James Bond, but I didn't really care.
It never seemed like as much of a big deal as it was with like Mario Kart.
No.
Mario Kart, getting your character was the biggest deal. And
it still is.
It still is, yeah. And if anyone takes Yoshi, I don't like them.
See, everybody wants Yoshi.
But aside from the fact that he, in the original Mario Kart 64, he's probably one of the most, like...
He was balanced.
That's why I liked him.
Except he was... Okay, Mario is the most balanced character. Yoshi is like Mario. So if we had, like, stars, for example...
Yeah.
Let's just say Mario would be 3-3.
Yeah.
Or something like that. Bowser, Wario, and Donkey Kong would be 4 for speed, or 4 for weight, but 1 for acceleration.
Yeah.
1 for speed. Yoshi was 3 for speed, 2 for weight. So he was lighter, and he was quicker than most.
Yes. But he got knocked around.
Yeah, exactly, because he was lighter.
Yeah.
So...
But yeah, like, I always... at least tried to go for Yoshi. Yeah. But for the longest time, I was all about Bowser. Yeah. Mostly because at that point, me and my friends, we would play battle more than we would race.
Yeah.
So I'd use Bowser for that, and everyone used DK and Wario.
I know a lot of people, they changed to battle because they couldn't win races. And they're like, battle, at least if I get a star, you're kind of fucked.
Yes.
I never use Donkey Kong or Wario or Bowser, and I still don't really. I only use them when I have to, sort of thing. But even then, I don't have to, because you've got Mario, Luigi, Toad, Peach. This is Mario Kart 64 I'm talking. And what's the other one? Toad, Peach, Mario, Luigi. Then you've got Bowser, Donkey Kong,
Yoshi,
Wario, Yoshi. Yeah, Yoshi. See, I don't usually pick Yoshi because somebody's already picked him.
Yeah, which is what I do. I get in straight away. I always wanted to go first. I want to be first player because then all you have to do is just drop down from Mario to Yoshi. But he's like my favourite of all the Nintendo stuff. Like, yeah, Mario's cool, but I fucking love Yoshi, man. He's just adorable and green, and I have like 3 plushies of him at home that I didn't win from a SwinGamers event. I bought on my own time because I love the dude. I got T-shirts of Yoshi and that. So
you spent too much money on Yoshi.
I probably have.
There's a lot of people with like a lot of Yoshi plushes just lying around.
Yeah, but like and Yoshi's Story on
64.
On the 64, loved the hell out of that game. I played so much of it. So that's why it's not even like, and especially with like the newer Mario Karts, because now like the carts and the wheels and all that sort of add to the handling of the carts. It isn't that important anymore. It really wasn't important back in the day, but everyone had their favourite. But now it's not really important at all who you choose, in like say Mario Kart 7 or Mario Kart Wii.
To an extent, it is.
It is, but then those stats normally get taken a bit
The-
out of the equation once you choose your kart and your wheels. And
yeah, it's all balanced.
with Mario Kart 7, there's also the hang glider as well, which adds other elements.
Yeah, so it's a little bit more balanced. It's going to be interesting to see what Mario Kart 8 brings to the table.
Anti-gravity.
No, I know it's going to bring that, but like
I know.
in terms of balancing for players.
Yeah, it would be good. But I watched a comparison video the other day of new Rainbow Road from Mario Kart 8 and old Rainbow Road. And they line them up together and like had a race. And the new Rainbow Road is one of those point-to-point ones, not the circuit.
Yeah.
Which I enjoy those. Because sometimes the repetition gets a bit much.
Yeah.
But I enjoyed the
Isn't it
point-to-point
exact?
races.
Is it meant to be exactly the same as the 64 one?
No, not at all. It's crazy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, there's plenty of like parts where the anti-gravity comes into full effect when you're like hanging upside down and there's people racing below you and stuff, which is pretty cool.
I wonder if you shoot a red shell, would it actually drop down or would it stay on your level of gravity?
It seems like, because now like red shells will follow you when you're flying in the glider as well. I know, especially in Mario Kart 7, if you're flying around, yeah, a blue
They sit below you. A blue shell different, but
blue shell
red
will come get you. A red shell will wait till you land and then hit you.
The blue shell actually has wings now.
Yes, which is I fucking hate that blue shell.
Yeah, it had wings ever since Double Dash.
Oh, okay.
Because in Mario Kart 64, you can actually outrun a blue shell.
Yes.
And you can in Double Dash as well. All you've got to do is you've got to do a really sharp grind. And the thing is, the blue shell, it will come up towards you, and then it will hold back for a second, and then hit you. So when it holds back and goes to hit you, you've got to like boost off your drift. And you can. I've dodged a few blue shells, which I've had a couple of people call hacks, but it's totally doable.
It seems like hacks, but
it's totally doable.
There are ways around it.
Although in the newer games you can't.
No.
There's no way in hell.
And
because
that
it goes
beep,
on top of you and drops down.
Just that moment of just like beep, 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 beep. You're just like, oh, god damn it. And then you just see it float above you like, oh, I'm screwed.
Like the meters per second gained for like a mushroom is still not enough to get out of the explosion zone.
No. I wonder, the only thing I've ever wondered, I've never come into this situation, the growing mushroom from Mario Kart Wii and 7. I've never been in a situation where I've been bigger and got the blue shell at the same time.
That would be something to test out.
I think it would be, yeah. I really want to see that because it'd probably be just hit you and then shrink you back down to regular size. But I've never been in a situation where I've had both, like had that and then been in front.
I've never been like big with like a mega mushroom and been hit with an item besides like a banana.
Yeah, most items when you're like that do bounce off. I've been hit with red shells and they just sort of ping, nothing really happens.
So blue shell, what would blue shell do? What would the bullet bill do?
Ooh, yeah. I have my 3DS here and Mario Kart 7. I'm going to spend like the next hour or so before I have to go do stuff trying that out.
You need help though, because you're going to rely on NPCs.
Well, all I need to do is just hang back for a bit, wait till I get the mushroom, then like beat them all, and then wait for one of them to send one of a blue shell. One of them to send a blue shell.
Yeah, but you could get hit by a red shell, then the blue shell hits you, and you don't have time to use the item, and then you've lost the item because you got hit by a blue shell.
Actually, yeah, I was playing the other day, and it was just myself. I'm trying to like 100% get like, because now they've got like the star system when you beat a set of courses. So I'm trying to get like 100% on that, and I think the worst one I got hit with, I was on like 100cc.
Yep.
And it was lightning bolt, red shell, blue shell, and then another lightning bolt, all within the space of about 15 seconds. And I went from being first, had 10 coins, was sitting pretty, and all of a sudden I was 7th. And it was just like...
Yeah, I've had that happen. I think everyone's had that happen at one point in time where you're
it's
like...
the most sort of like demoralising thing, even like you're up against NPCs and you're just like, oh my god, what happened?
Yeah, like you're first, and then all of a sudden, blue shell, and red shell, and lightning, and blue shell. And it's, well, how the hell?
Yeah.
I think that's why a lot of people really like Mario Kart, because it's balanced in terms of items.
Yeah, and I remember like in the 64 version, there was like the catch-up.
Yeah.
Where if you like streaks ahead, there was no way they were going to catch you. And you just all of a sudden see someone come up behind you like, no way. Come on.
Yeah, there's no way in hell that they'll catch up to you.
No.
Like, suddenly
They sort of eliminated that in Mario Kart Wii. I found if I was playing just by myself.
They eliminated it in
didn't
Double Dash. They got rid of it in Double Dash because I was overlapping people.
Yeah, so I've never played Double Dash. Something I would really like to do. Seems fun.
Yeah, although I have I overlap people a couple of times in Wario Stadium.
That's because you cheat.
Well, yeah, because I want to see what happens.
Yeah.
And yeah, they do speed up. They do catch up.
Yeah, I've done the cheat. Got it hit at every lap on Wario Stadium, and they're still like just behind me as across the finish line. I'm like, come on, just. I mean, I know it's supposed to be challenging in that, but I mean,
you're cheating. You don't want to be challenged if you're cheating.
You just want to get the fastest bloody time,
and then go up against like the world record or whatever, and be like, suck shit. I did it in 20 seconds.
Yeah, I still haven't seen you complete Wario Stadium in 20 seconds. I need to see this.
Yeah, I need to practice it first because like the first jump is easy, but you've really got to go right around, drift around, and then you've got to jump over it again.
Yeah,
and it is hard to do. Alrighty, so we've been going on for about an hour and 45 minutes, and suddenly the energy is hyped up. Well, for me anyway, I need to keep this up because Ricki looks like he's going to fall asleep any second.
I wait for its sweet embrace.
What? That's weird, man. I know. That's weird.
But I haven't slept for like 2 days straight, so shut up.
Why not?
Been doing assignments. And
like what assignments? What have you been doing? Maybe we can help. Maybe the listeners of SwinGamers on radio can help you with your assessments.
Well, I had an accounting one that I had to do, and it's mostly done.
All right, so what does accounting involve?
I don't know.
Numbers?
Yeah, numbers and stuff. Math. Basic year 9 math.
All right.
No, I've just that's my process. My process when I'm doing assessments or exam study, I just ignore the fact that my body needs sleep for the most part. It's not a very good process, but it works.
Okay. And how's that go for you? And how does that make you feel?
Well, the funny thing is I'm normally most productive at like 2 a.m.
Same here actually.
That's when my motivation sort of peaks. So at that point it's just like, I could go to bed, or I could and once you get going with assignment, you don't really realise you need sleep and you just kick on.
That's because you don't want to sleep because you have an assessment to do.
Yeah, exactly. You're happy to see progress on the screen. So at that point, sleep just sort of goes out the window, and then all of a sudden it's 6 a.m. You got class at 10. It's just like, I don't need to sleep today. So it just sort of happens. I really need to find a better way to do that because it's not good for you.
No, it's not.
So
time management.
Yeah, time management. I'd love some of that. I just wish I knew how it worked.
Something to do with managing time. I have a feeling. I don't know. I'm kind of working it out myself.
We're going to miss this again because last time we were in the studio, we got to the end. We're just like, I've got one little thing on my list of things to talk about.
Yeah.
And we missed it right at the end of the last one. We're going to miss it again if we don't talk about it right.
All right, so hurry up.
Okay. Can you pinpoint the time or the game that you were just like, I just
that I figured, yeah, man, like
Shut
yeah,
up.
life,
lack of sleep. The game that sort of grabbed you and made you want to be a gamer, or sort of, took you on this path to where you are now.
I'll have to think about it. What about you? I'm guessing you've got one.
For me, it's probably gonna be Pokemon Red.
Yeah.
Because a Game Boy Color was the first gaming thing that I owned. It was given to me for one of my birthdays, and I got the Game Boy Color and Pokemon Red, and I think Super Mario Land or World or whatever it was, the Game Boy version, for my birthday. And I spent the next 2 or 3 years playing Pokemon.
Okay.
I would have played through the game countless times, countless different ways, and I was just so insanely hooked. And, at the exact same time...
By these pocket monsters.
By these pocket monsters. And at the exact same time that was happening, it was, the most popular thing on Cheese TV in the mornings as well, that and Dragon Ball Z. So it was everywhere. And just having Pokemon Red was just like the greatest thing ever, and I fucking loved it. And it got me hooked on gaming, and then from there it was just like, okay, I got this, now get, eventually got myself a 64 and got bloody all the standards, GoldenEye, Super Mario, Pokemon Stadium,
yeah, good,
Mario Party, all that stuff. And unfortunately, with the way my parents sort of brought me up, it was like, okay, I wanted an Xbox when they first came out, and they were just like, yep, that's fine. Get rid of the 64.
Lol.
Yeah, so I had to get rid of the 64, which was heartbreaking because it was one of those the like half see-through, opaque coloured ones.
Yeah. Which one? Which colour?
It was the orange one.
Oh, okay.
And
Do you know that SwinGamers actually has one of those?
I know they do. It makes appearances at many of our events. So yeah, I had to get rid of it, plus about 20 odd games, so I could get an Xbox because I wanted Halo. There's probably 3 games that I would credit with like turning me into a gamer. One would be Pokemon Red. The next one would be GoldenEye, and the one after that would be Halo.
All right.
Pokemon got me into just like sitting down and like playing a game for hours and hours on end. GoldenEye introduced me to the competitive element of it, and got me hooked on first-person shooters because I'm sort of like just missing the generation of Doom players.
Yep.
They're more the 80s, I'm early 90s. And then Halo just sort of blew me away when I first saw it. That when you walk out of the dropship onto the planet, onto the ring for the first time, and I still remember playing the game and just experiencing that was just like, holy shit. This is...
You felt it was open world when really it wasn't.
It wasn't just that, it was just like, the sort of scale that the game was just sort of a lot bigger than anything I'd ever experienced, and it just sort of blew me away. That's what really got me hooked. Like, GoldenEye opened the door for my love of first-person shooters, but Halo just confirmed that. And
yeah,
that was, and yeah, ever since then it's just been, I can't get enough of me Halo, can't get enough of first-person shooters. But yeah, it would probably those 3 games just really set me on the path to like, now I'm on the radio talking to you people about gaming. Yeah, which is pretty cool. I like it.
Yeah, we're cool.
Yay! So 3 of our listeners. How are you today?
Yay! I'm not sure what got me into gaming really. I think, you know what? It might have been the whole, well, not sheltered childhood, but like my parents were like, when we got our first console, which was a 64, like we wanted it because everyone had a 64, and we were the only 2, like we were brothers who didn't have it, and was like, all right, that's it, we're getting a 64. And so we got one, and we got Pokemon Stadium with it, and we played that. And my parents being teachers, like, all right, school comes first. Fair enough. So we would only play until 4 o'clock. Well, sorry, we couldn't play until 4 o'clock. We were restricted in our time. So we played from 2 to 6, and then we have dinner. And then only on Friday nights or Saturday nights, we could play after dinner.
Yeah.
So we'd be hanging around until 4 o'clock before we could actually play anything. And when I started getting a little bit older and I was able to afford like my own sort of consoles and stuff, I was like, all right, that's it now. I can make up for the lost time sort of thing. And I kept buying consoles, I kept buying games, and now I've got a massive collection.
You really do.
Yeah, thank you.
Yes, it's quite impressive, really.
But
we need to get some photos of it one day, and we'll chuck them up on the Facebook, on the YouTube video.
Maybe people can put photos of their collections up, because
yeah.
I don't want it to be all about this isn't about me sort of thing. It's about the culture and
yeah, no, yeah. But yours is the most impressive one I've ever seen in real life, because you see like those huge cabinets and stuff, people, videos of it and that. But
yeah,
yours is fairly impressive for like walking into your room and just being like hit with just, especially your GameCube collection. I must say is very impressive.
Are we talking about the consoles or the actual games themselves?
Both.
Because the
how many do you have again?
GameCube games.
GameCubes.
7.
Yeah.
I have 7. And 2 of them are American. But GameCube games, I have 131.
How far off the entire library are you? Would you know?
Oh no, I'd be nowhere near.
Ages off.
Yeah, hang on a sec. I'll try and find it.
In the 2 minutes we have left.
Yep. Okay.
Get onto it.
Yep. So, but yes, I was kind of restricted with my gaming time, and so then when I was able to actually, have the money to buy the games and all that, I was like, all right, that's it. I'm buying them all, and I'm playing them all because I missed out on it. Like everyone was playing Grand Theft Auto, I couldn't play shit.
Yeah.
Because I had to study.
Yes.
So, yeah.
I know that my mum's a teacher as well, so that was the exact same thing for me. It was like I had to get up early in the morning to go to school, so I just got to watch like Pokemon, a little bit of Dragon Ball Z, and then when I got home, it was like, okay, homework first, then you can play for like an hour.
Yeah.
Or two, and then that's it.
All right. So I found the number. There's 648 games released for the GameCube.
Damn.
That would include American only and Japan only.
Yeah.
So you know what? I think that's my goal, to get every single one. To get every single GameCube game.
Okay.
Yeah, fuck the police.
Go for it.
Do this. Totally do this. All right.
I'd love to see it. I reckon we're out of time.
Yeah, we are out of time. We've got the next show waiting outside. She's busy on her phone. But anyway,
yeah.
So I think we're done for today. We'll be back next week. We'll also be back tomorrow. There'll be a show on tomorrow with Cara and myself talking about gaming news and other sorts of things.
Yes.
Other than that, if you need to contact us on our page at facebook.com/SwinGamers, or check out our website at swingamers.org. We have
us up on the Twitters at SwinGamers.
Yep, we have our Star Wars event this weekend, so hopefully get on the Facebook and have a look at that. It's going to be an excellent event. Anyway, we're done for today, and I'll see you tomorrow. Rick will see you next week.
Yes.
We're SwinGamers on radio, and you're listening to 3SSR.